Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
It's Sunday, so we're just gonna throw some random videos out because we don't feel like working today.
Well, we are working, but we wanted to do something that was more funny.
Yeah, so I said the other day we were gonna do a video talking about BuzzFeed's automated headlines. And this is a thing, I didn't know that. They actually have their own content management system. It's CLICKBAIT by design.
We were joking before we had the generator up on a video prior to this that we were just generating titles because it was funny. But apparently that's what they actually do.
This is what they actually do. Yeah, it's crazy. So when you see these ridiculous headlines, and I don't think it's just BuzzFeed. I think it's places like Comic Book Resources too. You know, with their ridiculous, headlines that you think they're fake, but then you go out to the site and you see headlines that look just like this.
When we ran the generator, they actually ran a headline that was off the generator we joked about later, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was. Like here, you can go to the generator for Comic Book Resources. Wonder Woman just killed the champion's most dangerous enemies. But this is legit. They actually do this. They actually have a headline generator. So we're going to talk about that and some of these other tricks that these sites are using to get you to click.
The game the system.
Game the system. So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 233,000 subs. Thanks for the support. Not as many subs as BuzzFeed. But BuzzFeed is, I think, living on borrowed time. BuzzFeed, they're in trouble. They bought the Huffington Post. They've been laying people off, and they're trying to get some venture capital. They're trying to get a SPAC. I guess it's a SPAC. I thought it was an SPAC. People corrected me. They said, no, it's a SPAC. I'm like, that's gross. That sounds
sounds dumb.
That sounds like Nickelodeon slime, like a pack of SPAC, and then you just slap it on.
SPAC.
SPAC.
That's stupid.
Anyway, this is a venture capital thing. They're looking to get some venture capital, keep themselves afloat, and they're trying to rebrand themselves as a tech company. Now, I caught something the other day in this article about how, NBC Universal lost $100 million on BuzzFeed because they're so profitable. Mm-hmm. And I got about 3/4 of the way down, and it's like one of the things they're trying to use as a selling point for BuzzFeed is that, we're a technology company because we generate quizzes. We have our own headline automation tool.
Yeah, we thought that was a joke.
I thought it was a joke. And we have partnerships with e-commerce companies. It turns out it's just Amazon affiliate
links. I was going to say, that's affiliate links, yeah.
And some of their other product
development. We have partnerships with e-commerce companies. Let's go get some SPAC.
Oh, God. Bend over those partners and give them some SPAC, because that's basically what you're doing.
Weren't they the ones that got the Huffington Post in like a stock deal?
Yeah, they just did stock trade for it.
But then the people that they took the stock as their payout for the Huffington Post, but now BuzzFeed stock isn't worth jack shit, is it? Because they're looking for SPAC money. So
yeah, it's BuzzFeed's like, look, these companies, these media companies, these millennial media companies have been living on venture capital for the better part of a decade. Kind of the same with, we've talked about Patreon too. Patreon's still not profitable. It's been around for, I don't understand how your company can't be profitable when your business model is basically just taking a cut of other people's work, and acting as a payment processor, but somehow they're not profitable.
Yeah, somehow.
And neither is BuzzFeed. They're losing money. Vice was another one, venture capital backed. They, Disney lost almost $500 million on Vice, but they also said that, one of the things that classifies them as a technology company is that they have a BuzzFeed branded dildo
or
sex toys or something.
Toys, yes.
BuzzFeed. Anyway, headline automation toy. Zoomed in on that one because we were joking about how sites like Comic Book Resources and BuzzFeed have these ridiculous headlines, right? And it turns out that there is actually a tool. I went out and I found an article from a couple of years ago that, said this is automated. We
thought it was a joke.
We thought it was a joke. But they do. They actually have their own content management system. It's custom, their own dashboard, and they do some A/B testing with headlines to see which one is the most clickbaity. That's going to get the most. So
they have an idea for a story, and then they run different versions of the headlines for the system to see which one, how it scores. Okay, gotcha. They aren't just generating it automatically.
Yeah. So back in 2018, there were a couple of Medium articles out there talking about people were trying to figure out how BuzzFeed worked, and this one article, Automating BuzzFeed, from the Global Editors Network basically said, yeah, this is how they do it. They talked about BuzzFeed at that point in time. This is 3 years ago, but they have 300 million subscribers on YouTube. Wait, no, they don't. They do not have 300 million subscribers on YouTube. Over 100 Facebook pages. Nobody has 300 million subscribers. No, knock a zero off of that.
Yeah.
Because that's, no. Over 100 Facebook pages. BuzzFeed.com enjoys 200 million plus monthly unique visitors. Do you believe that? I don't know.
No, not really.
Either.
I also know you could buy that stuff, so just saying.
Yeah, so they talk about collecting data. Basically, BuzzFeed is in the business of collecting data on its visitors, and then they turn around and they run it through their system.
Disney. Anyway.
Pretty much. So the data is then used internally to make decisions and ensure that every piece of content is given a fair opportunity.
To reach the right audience.
To reach the right audience. So basically, how clickbaitable is our content, and they actually have their own dashboards called L Dashboard.
Sorry, go ahead.
They have a number of internal dashboards that consume the data collected from their pipeline. One of the simpler ones is called L Dashboard. It lets anyone at BuzzFeed see performance measures for content posted on the platform, including items that have been adapted and republished. Stolen?
Yeah, just change a bit and then repost it again.
I've seen BuzzFeed articles like, here's the top 10 whatever Disney princesses, and it's from like 5 or 6 years ago.
Well, then they'll just redo it again, and they'll just change some stuff and say, oh, look, it's a new article.
Yep. For example, L Dashboard can track a video that has been created for BuzzFeed's food vertical Tasty, as well as its modified version, which features on a YouTube compilation video.
Mm-hmm.
The viewer then has access to and compare the performance measures for both. Helps the team understand the core components of the content, where it was promoted, where it was published, and what the audience reaction was. They have another one called Dashbird.
Okay.
It's a more visual and opinionated dashboard.
Wait, that's an opinionated dashboard.
It calculates a metric called social lift. This is a ratio. God, there's a lot of work in creating clickbait.
Apparently.
Seriously.
Of course, the opinionated dashboard calculates social lift.
Social lift. I thought you said it calculates socialists.
No. Calculates social lift, which is assuming it's probably social media related. Yeah, social networks. Imagine that.
Yep.
The opinionated dashboards for social networks.
Oh my God. So here we go.
This is so bad. It's so dumb.
Automation. So we have a lot of bots.
Well, why just cut the middleman out and just start having AI write all the articles?
They basically are.
I was like,
well, no, they have contributors they don't pay. They're starting to pay them now.
That's true, yeah.
BuzzFeed has a set of machine learning based models.
Oh my God, I was
the
kidding.
Publishing process. Yep. Reuse, translate, and recycle. We think a lot about adapting content internationally. How do we identify content if we were to translate it? So they take content from other places.
This seems like awfully convoluted. Why doesn't anybody go to BuzzFeed anymore? Probably because of this kind of shit.
Automating survival of the fittest. A/B testing is another practice that requires, here's the headline automation tool, requires a bit of automation. A/B testing tool is built into their content management system, and in any article, writers can choose if they want to test any combination of titles and images. The results of the test are then sent to Slack, where writers can see which headlines and images work well and which don't. So basically, the more outrageous, the more ridiculous, the more likely.
It goes to Slack where all the writers hang out, which we've told you before. They all hang out in these Slack channels and they talk to each other.
Yes, they do. And a lot of times you have carpet-bagging journalists that go from site to site, especially in...
Almost like a grifter.
Like a hobo with... Machines learning from human behavior. FeedRanker is an internal service which leverages machine learning to rank and feature BuzzFeed's most engaging content on their home feed. A multi-armed bandit algorithm.
They're just making this. It's a sock hat drink algorithm. It's a
sock hat.
I'm trying to think of stuff. It's a cat dog pin algorithm. I don't know. I'm just like
cat dog and pig
pin.
Oh, I thought you said it was cat dog and pig algorithm.
It's a moo fat cow pig algorithm.
It's a moo fat cow pig. That is all of the meats. Mm-hmm. All the meats combined.
No, there's no chicken in that. So anyway.
Yeah, so basically adapts the placement of content on the home feed based on machine learning. So BuzzFeed is a giant bot. It's a bot network. It's
pretty
Skynet.
much.
It's the clickbait Skynet. It's like so much of this isn't even like legit because they're just going through and this is where all the money's going. Well, one, they're way overpaying their staffers.
But they're not even not even like leveraging this for the money. They're leveraging that they have Amazon affiliate links and they make sex toys.
Yeah. Neural networks for publishing decisions. Social mission control automatically determines on which Facebook pages specific content should be posted in order to promote it. Some of these pages are really massive with millions of followers, so we use a variety of historical data. How does automated curation work? BuzzFeed uses a bag of words.
I was joking. I was just pulling random words and making up these things.
Which groups together similar words, classifiers, and neural network. Oh my God. Group things together by shared characteristics. Once classifiers are trained with words on all topics, they can start identifying places where different pages where there's an opportunity to promote certain content. This is ridiculous. You just go, this is basically it. Like, it's all automated. And I imagine Comic Book Resources being part of a bigger organization that has multiple websites. They probably have tools like this too. Mm-hmm. So this is like, very, very interesting. Like, if you want to start a mom and pop blog and compete with a place like BuzzFeed, they've got all these programs and all this automation place, but they automate the headlines. They automate the placement of where the stuff goes. They try different variations of it, different headlines and different images just to get you to click. Mm-hmm. That
explains it, because I've seen the same thing under different, like worded differently or, before. That's insane.
According to him, the humans working at BuzzFeed, this is 3 years ago, before all the layoffs, the humans working at BuzzFeed don't feel like the machines are taking over their jobs, but the tools are taking away the most boring bits, giving them more time to strategize. Again, why do you even need writers at this point?
That's what I'm saying. Just have the AI write it. Honestly, on some of those articles, the AI would probably be more coherent and would probably be more interesting.
Yeah, but we're seeing, and look, it's, Jim Zub, actually, he pulled this up last year.
We did a video on this one before.
Yeah, we did. And the thing is that this headline generator's probably something that does exist at Comic Book Resources.
Let's see, hit another one.
X-Force, how the captivating characters went from villain to hero. Thanos' oldest enemy finally achieved his dream.
Like their...
How Cable Moon Knight's son also almost became the president. That actually could happen, current year Marvel.
Well, you see it in BuzzFeed and you see it on CBR. 10 things that are this, or 5 reasons why we like this and 5 we don't, and that kind of stuff,
Yeah. Cyclops versus Alan Moore. Which Star Wars hero is stronger? And the thing is that unironically, somebody at Comic Book Resources would probably post that.
Probably would.
Be like, I don't really read Star Wars, but...
All I know is those man babies hate it. So let's piss them off. And then we got lots of clicks. Just make sure you throw in Ryan Johnson in there somewhere and we're good to go. That's
the thing. So if this is all done with machine learning at these outlets, like BuzzFeed and Comic Book Resources, then that means they are deliberately creating Ryan Johnson and Gamergate articles.
We've been saying that.
Yes, because they know that their machine learning is telling them that those are performing well. And if it's controversial, it's going to perform well. So they're going to put it out there. And I don't even think most of the journalists that write this shit actually believe it. I think they just do it because they're like, well, it's performed well and your bonus is tied to your page views. So just shit this stuff out.
Mm-hmm. And this is why the media keeps pushing so hard to keep things going even after it died down, because they're desperately trying to get hits.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny.
But they're not going to.
We should just use one of those generators to start making our videos.
We should.
No, not really, but that'd be funny.
It would be.
I wish we had one right now to pull up. Like, what's our next video going to be about? But we don't. We just have the CBR one, and that's boring.
Anyway, yeah, this is why they're looking for venture capital, guys. So it's so weird. We make fun of the media, but it's like there's a lot more to it. And it's actually a lot more insidious when you think about it, because you'd think that individual journalists would be sitting down and brainstorming these ideas, and they're not. They're just like, this is what performs well, so let's just, this headline with this picture, and even if I don't believe it, I'm running with it because I need paid. Mm-hmm. All right, so we're going to wrap this one up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, because we got to compete with BuzzFeed.
Well, we can do all this crap, too, and then they can give us SPAC money. I can't say SPAC. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
I'd rather say
venture capital.
Yeah, I'd rather say SPAC. SPAC sounds
We're going to say venture capital because I don't want to even say it.
SPAC her ass.
It's like, no, it's supposed to be like, oh no, I ate so much, I'm going to go SPAC. It's just, I can't even.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye.